Hello everyone, Mythic here, and welcome to my Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord tutorial series, where we will be going over topics such as getting started, joining a faction, getting married, creating your kingdom, and so on, to cover all of the basics that you need to have a long and fun Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord game. Alright, so, we're gonna go into campaign, create our character. So when it comes to character creation, we have 6 different cultures we can choose from as to who we want to be. Each one of these gives us different stats and perks. So such as the Valandians give 20% more XP to XP2 troops from battles, Sturgians 20% less penalty in the snow. The Empire is a 20% construction speed bonus. The Aserai have 30% cheaper caravans, 10% less trade penalty. Caravans aren't actually all that good anymore because they got patched down, so the SRI are basically useless unless you're just doing it for RP. And then the Kuzites have 10% extra bonus speed for horsemen on campaign, and the Battanians have forests that give 10% less penalty. I'm just gonna go with the standard Valandian. I mean, you can make your own choice. So character, I am going to randomize everything. Alright, sorry about that. So, we're gonna go ahead and go to next, and we need to choose our family. So, these all give us different bonuses. I would like to boost my social a little, so we're gonna go with urban merchants. What was I? Brawn. I don't really want to get two-handed. Attention to detail. Yep, we're gonna go for that. We want to get a bonus on leadership. So let's see. You don't need to follow these things. These are the ones I like to go for. Leadership, and then trained with cavalry because I want to get some horse riding and spear experience, and tactics, and that's another to leadership. But it depends. We're gonna go with this because I want to get some bow stuff. And you can read all of this. There is some role play here. I am not gonna do that. I'm just trying to get my stuff. So if anyone watched the old campaign series, they know my favorite leader is Toot of Oriel. Totally not tutorial with an F, but here we go. So we have our cultural, family, early childhood, adolescence, youth, young adult, and story background, and we're just gonna go ahead and get started. So we have all these things that can happen, and now it says enable death. Your character will die eventually. Characters in Bannerlord do age. They don't stay the same age forever like they did in Mountain Blade Warband. So while this enables death on the battlefield, your character will eventually die, which is why marriage and having children in the game is very important if you want to keep a long campaign going. For the sake of the tutorial series, I'm gonna keep that to realistic, but we're gonna leave all of this on easy. Honestly, you can choose how you want to do those yourself, but we're gonna keep them on easy. So let's go ahead and start the game. So you start here in the training field, and I don't care. You can stay here and do the tutorial if you want. I've already done the tutorial in my main campaign, so I'm just going to skip it. If you're interested in the story, the quick rundown is you and your brother are traveling with your family when you are ambushed by a group of raiders. You and your brother fend off the raiders and then go to this training field while you try to build your way into just finding where your family went. So we can select a family name. Clans are pretty important. You can have multiple people in a clan. Basically your family, your companions, and there are multiple clans inside of a kingdom. But I'm just gonna make it Oriel, because we already have Toot of Oriel, as this is his clan name, and we get to choose our banner. We wanna, we're gonna go pretty imperial, so I think we're gonna go with Big Eagle, and background color is just gonna be purple. That's pink. I'm sorry, I'm colorblind. Okay. You know what? Fine. Blue Eagle. Let's go. Alright, so we spawn here, and our first quest, which you can see in the quest log, ignore this. Rebuild your clan right now. Wait, no. Ignore this right now. It's not important. It is going to be important later, but not right now. So first thing we have to do is we have to increase our dinars by 1,000, and we have to gather 20 men. And then this isn't the. I have skipped the tutorial quest, so I am not doing the tutorial quest. But this is what we need to do to attempt to reach higher clan level. Higher clan level allows you to do many things, namely join a kingdom and get a fief. So let's go ahead and let's try to get some soldiers. We're gonna stay in the Imperial area because I don't really want to go and like go out of my way to find a kingdom to join. But first thing we want to do is we want to talk to a lord. So let's go here and let's talk to a lord of the Southern Empire. Let's see if he'll give us a mission. Oh yes, we should talk about this. So, you will get in a pop-up to ask what Nertzi's Folly or the Battle of Pendraic is with lords. Some of them will know about it, some of them won't. You want to do it whenever you get the chance. Like I said, it's going to become important later, but you need to ask about it. So you can read that, and then ask about that, and he'll say Lucan has some thoughts about that. See, that person, Regea, who is actually the Empress of the Southern Empire, does have a mission for us. Let's see. And she does know about the Battle of Pendraic, so we can talk to her. So, yeah, we learn about that. That updates the quest log. And then that's why she had the exclamation mark, because she had knowledge of it. So we're going to keep moving on. We're just going to try to get up to 20 soldiers, and then we'll go fight some battles. But if we go into our quest log, we can see that we have 1 out of 10. And when I was doing my main campaign, I made the mistake of killing most lords I came across, because why not? And that ended up making it much harder to learn about the Battle of Pendraic, so I would recommend keeping the lord killing to a minimum, also because it affects people's views on you, and when you start a kingdom, that's not so good. Alright, we're gonna go attack these looters in the game. Ignore the fact that my party is starving. I'm sure it won't matter in a second when we go to get food. Alright, so it's gonna give you the movement stuff. I don't need that, but it's there. One of the really interesting things about Bannerlord is formation. So if we press 1 and then F3, we can have our troops go into shield mode. Now they're not going to move right now, but if we move them forward a little bit, they will move into it.
Infantry! Make a shield wall!
And then we problem with those rocks. But rocks can actually do stuff in this. So, alright. We won the battle. We need to take everything. The #1 way to make money in this game is take absolutely everything you come across. And this commoner's shirt, I believe, is better than our long hemp tunic. So, we shall take it. We have superior shoes. Anyway, we also have food now. And so, the #1 way to make food in this game, and there are some impassable bits of terrain, is to just fight people, and then go sell their stuff. So, for instance, let's go to Lycaron, and we move very slow. Also, what happened to the grain? We had grain. Oh yeah, we should upgrade these people. So, here we have upgrades. I'm gonna get 3 infantrymen, 1 archer. We probably ought to buy food. We can see our morale here, and there's also the map bar, which tells us all sorts of useful stuff, such as our view distance, daily party wage, and party speed, also our influence, hit points, troop numbers, and days of consumables left. We're going to go ahead, and we're going to sell all of this for a nice profit of 159, except we're immediately going to use all of that to buy grain, because we are poor. Basically, for your first quest, you run around, get dinars, get troops, move your morale, and then go to your companion. But this entire first episode is going to be finishing that quest. major factions. Those factions including the Valandians, the Battanians, the Sturgians, the Northern Empire, the Southern Empire, the Western Empire, the Kuzite Khanate, and the Asurai. So basically these guys are similar to the Kurgits that you would see in Bannerlord. These guys, of course, to the Sassanids. These guys become the Forest Bandits. These guys become the Swadians and the Rodoks. And these guys become the I'm really trying to think. They become the Nords, obviously, but they also become the relative to die, but he can deal with that. We need to hunt looter bands. Or maybe find a mission. It's easy. What is this? Oh, deliver the herd. You know what? I love these missions. For one reason. And you'll see in a second. So, cattle theft is... these are horses. This isn't cattle. Which is going to increase our movement speed. It is amazing. It works so well. So let's see what the mission is. So we have 10 horses. He wants to deliver at least half of the horses, which means we need at least half the horses to win the quest. He wants us to go all the way up there. But what we're going to go ahead and do is we can either sell all of the horses, and I think these horses are better than our current one. So first things first, I think we're going to take our own horse. We have this compared to our lame Sumpter horse. We are gonna make this our horse. So now we have a better horse. And then we are gonna go to trade. And how much could we make from these 4 horses? So we could make about 300. Or we could go for that. And boom, now we have 1,700. Stealing from people's herds is one of the best ways to make money. Yes, you'll annoy them by failing the quest, but you know, who really cares? We're gonna ransom our prisoners. We're gonna go talk to this guy. I don't want an expensive companion. 340 is good. I will take this guy. Adelon the Boar. You can have some companions that go up to like 800, which really early on, that's like crazy expensive. Oh, and smithing. Forging isn't really important. You can learn about that yourself. prefer to, so actually, if you see this, you can see here for wine, trade rumors is that at Rote you can sell wine for 114, as opposed to here in Pencanak we can sell it for 78. So if you really wanted to do a merchant class, you could just kind of run around and find the best prices. That doesn't matter right now. So let's go. We have already spent most of our money. But anyway, that is it for this episode. Next episode we're gonna be covering how to join a faction, and after that we're gonna be doing how to do a fief, and after we've gotten a fief and all of that, we are gonna be moving on to the later game things such as getting your character married. I would like to stress, if you go into clan and left click on this guy, we do have an age. Characters can only be married between the ages of 30 and 35. So since we start at 30 and we're 31, we have to keep that in mind. So once we join a faction, we need to immediately work on getting a fief and then set out to finding a wife, because if we wait too long, our character's gonna get too old and our campaign will eventually end with his death. But if we have a child, the child will grow up and we can set him as our heir, and when our character inevitably dies, we can then play as our child, continuing the game. A lot of people don't like the dynasty system. I think it's very cool, but I don't think you should be limited to the ages of 30 and 35, because for me, I had to cheat my character's age lower because I didn't know that at the start when I first started. But make sure you focus on that. Like, that's important. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and Mythic out.